Man, that was sad.
Math has another person falling out of his podcast, and this time it's Champ. And Champ is actually one of the people that I did like on the show.
He was cool.
And I think he did a decent amount of time in jail, so he always had a good perspective in terms of a jail nigga.
Perspective.
Which because
he can tell us about some fifis or something.
Yeah, so but
a kite.
This is another Math Hoffa podcast fallout.
How many does this make?
We're at 4 or 5.
4 or 5, right?
Yeah.
I think it's 5.
This is out of control. And I mean, this is one of those first of the market things that I feel like we're watching somebody misuse their it's almost like a blessing being first of the market.
Misuse their authority. Or
no, it's a blessing. It's almost a blessing to be first of the market. We were one of the first of the market in podcasting about podcasting on accident. That's a blessing that I don't want to take of it, that I don't want to lose that headway because we were so early in that. Podcasting had been a thing for damn near 10, 15 years. I didn't realize that we didn't have a successful battle rapper not podcasting on a weekly basis yet. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So he was the first respected battle rapper every week dropping podcasts. And we're just watching him like misuse this and keep falling out with people. And it's like, what the fuck is going on over there? And
you surprised a battle rapper beefing?
I was about to say
I'm irritated because I've loved battle rap my whole life, and I've always wondered how these niggas are surviving all year, because they'll do 2 to 3 battles, maybe get 10,000, and that's when they're big, you know. And it's like, well, there's no way you're living off $25,000, $30,000 a year, you know, off these 2-3 battles.
Hell no.
I don't think. How much are you selling? Another 80,000 in merch? Probably not, because most of them had trash merch.
Probably another 80,000 in drugs.
You know, but you were at that point. You're playing with both sides of the fence, and then now we could lose you to the. We can lose you
system.
We can lose you to the system.
But for while we got you, your perspective is enhanced.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You need deep in these keys.
So it's like Math got into podcasting, first to the market, and just continuous falls out. At this point, it's him. It's like, I can hear what the other people have to say, but why the fuck are these people? Why is there always something going on? You're the common denominator.
Common
at this
denominator.
point.
And like, you can look at Math, and you could tell he just has explosions sometimes.
I mean, that's why I love Math.
We saw it on film.
I used to watch.
He smacked
Math,
a couple different poets.
I used to watch Math videos hoping he would punch a nigga. You know, just the unpredictability was nice. Mm-hmm. But I thought at this age, transition into this, having the entire game embrace you, everybody embraced him. It wasn't he was doing a podcast and had to work his way. He was automatically tapped in with the A-list battle rappers. He was automatically tapped into the A-list rappers that were on podcasts. And they had no problem coming over there regularly.
That's a fact.
But it's always something going the fuck on over there. And it's like, what's going on, bruh?
It seems like he don't value his people.
Or maybe he's not the best at assessing the value of his people.
That too.
Because I think a part of this is that, not that Math's a bad person, but he might be a bad talent scout. Not in terms of on mic just performance.
I think he's a bad manager.
Just in terms of like the niggas like that he's probably doing business with. He probably has a habit of doing business with niggas who have other intentions.
Now, I mean, if you're talking about everybody that has left this nigga, I thought was cool. Like, you know what I mean?
Like
if that's what you're saying.
Are you talking about like?
Because you're talking about the people that have.
Yeah,
if you're saying talent-wise.
Not talent-wise. I'm talking about just in terms of like, you put a certain type of nigga on, and then it's just kind of not enough what you've already done.
They don't normally fall out for those reasons, though. They don't fall out for performance reasons.
No, that's not what I'm saying about performance. I'm talking about a nigga wanting, feeling like you're not doing enough for him, even though you feel like you put him in perfect position. He might have a habit of selecting these niggas to be comrades.
Talking about people who want like handouts.
Like, it's just never gonna be enough.
Do the grind type thing.
Even as I was watching this, I was trying to like see like, all right, is this nigga being genuine? Is this coming from like a real angle? The nigga seems active. Yeah, he seems really disturbed at his own decision making. Like, I can't believe I keep choosing the same kind of nigga.
He can't believe he keep making the same mistake.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But in a bad way. Like, goddamn, I can't control these niggas. I can't like.
I don't think it's the people he's picking. I think it's the management style.
Yeah.
I think it's the way that operation is run over there. I think everybody understands the value and everybody understands the importance or whatever he has going on over there. The
team spirit and shit.
The look, right? It's like it's a up there podcast. I think after a couple months or whatever, shit starts wearing off, and they're like, "What is happening over there?" You know, like they're not satisfied with what's happening on the back end for the business.
Who?
The people
the
around
other
them.
personalities.
Yeah,
They want more.
possibly. Which
That's kind of what I was saying.
no,
okay.
That's the point I'm getting to is that like, nigga, this is a job.
But
I'm
it's
here every day.
But it's probably to like our last point where they don't even really know the business.
I was just about to say.
You know what I mean? Them niggas is ignorant to what like how much money they actually making because allegedly this nigga Math, as you know, Punjabi bots, Punjabi fans, things of that nature.
But they fell for the facade that you were just speaking of.
Yeah, 100%. Which is another thing that I was,
Yes.
which is why
They
I'm
did.
even on
They
this
did.
whole thing.
Yeah, yeah.
This is one of those things where I can't. I'm not officially accusing Math of anything. All I'm saying is this nigga Social Blade looks fucking weird.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say.
AJ.
What?
You just said it.
I'm just saying that I can't fully accuse him, but I'm just saying this shit look fugazi. It look weird.
What about it? Like just
Social Blade
What
look like
about
a
it?
shank.
Like what looks weird about it is like at the beginning of this month, 275,000 views just disappear all of a sudden. A year ago, 18 million views disappeared all of a sudden.
And a Social
there's
Blade.
multiple days
That's funny.
where there's multiple days where nothing's happening, and then there's multiple days where there's a boom, and then I'm just saying things look funny.
There's no consistency.
There's no consistency. When I go into his comment section, things look weird in his comment section. It's always these weird avatars of these like random shits that you might see on a dating swipe site. Like,
yeah.
who are these bitches? These bitches ain't even real.
Yeah.
And they always have the most same on some
And they're always-
big loon, some weird bot. Oh, this is an angle and a motivation I needed this morning.
Yeah.
Since when does the fucking battle rap community talk like this? Where did this bitch come from?
Yeah.
Why do all these bots talk like this? You know, and it's obviously
You've got hit with those
and
before.
it's not all cap. It's not all fake. And I'm not saying that either, because if it was that bad, if it was that egregious, his channel would be out of here
It'd have
because
been gone.
YouTube don't
It'd have
play
been
like
gone.
that.
Yeah, it'd have been gone.
I don't know. There's a certain level of finessing. Big Loon is the person we need to talk to about
Okay.
that. He knows when you go through a goofy site, you can lose all your shit, but when you pay for a correct place, it can look a lot more official. I don't
Ain't that a
know.
motherfucker?
You
If
know?
we need that, we go to Big Loon for the shiestiness.
Yeah, that's
Like,
like,
hey, nigga, where we get the good bots?
yeah, that's 100%.
He got that good work.
Yeah, so
Jesus.
I don't know, and I can't 100% say it just because I'm looking at your Social Blade. You know,
It's
I'm not-
speculation.
It's speculation. But I'm just saying that shit look weird, bro.
Yeah, because consistent upward or downward movement would be fine. You know what I'm saying?
And one of the things that, when it comes to that, the money might look funny too. I don't know at all. I don't know what it's like when I spend 500 on, let's just say I'm doing this for myself. I'm taking Math out the equation as well. Let's say on our channel for the next 30 days, I'm going to have them spread 500,000 views. Are those views going to be equated into
No.
the same money that I might get, or, you know, that would reflect?
The illegal websites I'm on have movies. I'm not buying
Yeah.
bots. I don't know how that works.
Apparently-
Yeah.
Like, it's really no telling.
There's really no telling.
I've heard no though.
Do you
Like,
mean, are you
it's-
getting money from the views, is what you're saying?
Yes. Am I
So
getting the
I-
same
I-
conversion
how
dollars?
I
can
think
you
so
use
on
them?
Yeah.
Spotify. I believe so. So on Spotify, when they buy
Yes,
views,
yes.
that views they generate money.
The
It's
same
something-
amount of money.
Yeah, they said it,
But
so it
I
generates money
think
back.
YouTube does do quality view pricing.
Okay.
Like
They do quality
There's a
checks.
higher quality, because with YouTube retention is a thing.
Retention is huge.
So that one
So,
view,
yeah.
one person watching an entire podcast could get me $1.50.
Right.
One full person.
Right.
But the view that I buy might be 30 seconds,
Yeah.
20 seconds.
It might not be long
That's
enough
a
to
quick
really-
glance.
And
That's like,
that's that's just me accidentally clicking on some shit.
Yeah.
So that the money might not even equate. So
that's a peek of view.
I
yeah.
keep having these, and this is the thing too. Don't be fooled by these fucking views either, because we're the perfect example of knowing that 10,000 views, a nigga's watched us. The
Yeah.
nigga that we talked about in that video, he saw it. If
For
it has,
sure.
Yeah.
if it has 5
More
or
than
10,000
likely.
views, period.
sure.
The niggas was watching at 2,500 views.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It
So
literally
when-
doesn't take that many views
It doesn't take that many views when they're real.
when they're real.
That's
exactly.
the difference.
'Cause
When they're
it's-
real
it's
view,
real reach.
It's real reach. So
Yeah.
we are the perfect example to where even when we first started, like the first 6 months of this podcast, y'all remember like they used to try to kill us and be like 1,800 people.
Yeah.
Nigga, your video got 1,800. And we like, nigga, this nigga just cursed me out in the
Literally.
DM because he saw that shit.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, yeah.
They
So,
calling our podcast gay, and we actually talking to these niggas.
yeah, like
literally,
nigga, I'm going back and forth with this nigga. This nigga sent me his phone number, his email. He want to talk.
Yeah.
This bitch is in my think she mad we brought her up. You know,
Yeah.
so
This one bitch is glad that we like her titties.
Yeah.
come on.
Full
Shout out
range.
to her.
Yeah,
Shout out to
dog.
them
And
titties.
yeah,
And that one only got 1,500 plays. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Not even the most.
That one still
And
didn't
she
even
was
crack
3 of
2K.
them.
I don't
Yeah,
think.
yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I'm
exactly.
saying? So when you have real views, it doesn't take that many to make an impact or get on people's radar.
Yeah.
You know, you get rewarded for real fucking views. So when I see an interview come out and it has 150,000 YouTube
How many
views,
comments though?
let's just say 500 comments. It's a little too low for 150,000 still, but
That's pretty.
But that
That's
sounds
pretty
like
good.
But
that
it's
sounds
pretty
like the
good.
standard package.
I'm gonna
Of
be
the
okay.
outside.
It's all like
50. Anything below 100.
no, we do 50. Go to our last YouTube video. Let's just
Well,
see.
I'm saying if you have 100,000 views and you don't have at least more than 100 comments,
should have 1,000 comments. Yeah,
you should.
should.
Because you got to think it's 300.
That's a lot though.
It's
But I
three-
get you.
you
Go
got
to
to
our
think it's
last-
300 probably raw comments and then another 200 in response to those comments.
So last
It's
week's Homeroom University episode has 7,000 plays. We have 82 comments.
82 real comments, and if you're watching this, comment down below.
Yeah, and I've
Office
seen
hours.
niggas with 100,000 views, 50,000 views, 50 comments.
And shout out to Danny, because Danny video, like he has
Danny will
hundreds
get
of
real
comments.
engagement.
Danny will get 300-400
Yeah,
comments
yeah,
on
crazy.
10,000 views.
Yeah, Danny's
some,
going
of them,
up.
some of them
Yeah.
niggas be hating, but they
Yeah.
still they
Yeah.
watch.
And they in there,
Yeah,
yeah.
It's
So
a real view.
But because we're getting so much authentic viewership and the big niggas are watching, it makes me wonder, like, what is the tool that the niggas up top, what are they using to cut through the bullshit and be like, all right, this is who is getting the real numbers and this is where I need to be looking.
It's
And I
just
think
reach.
everybody knows.
They know.
Everybody
Everybody
knows.
knows.
It's a
Everybody
feeling.
knows.
They know.
It's a feeling.
It's a feeling.
It's just
Yeah.
You like what you did with Math. You can look and tell when somebody has a real community.
Yes.
Even if it's small, you can see how invested the
Even-
niggas are.
100%.
even if
That's
it's small,
facts.
because
That's
it's not
facts.
all fake.
Because you got
Yeah,
to
because
think
it's not
all fake.
Math
might
is
get-
not. It's not all fake. Period. I need to make sure that's stressed because Math is not nobody nigga. Math
Right.
was
From
a
New
battle
York,
rap
yeah.
legend.
Yeah,
Period.
yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah.
so
You
yeah.
check for him for his credibility.
I'm checking. Yeah. Like I've been fucking with Math for over 10 years.
I clicked
So
on the podcast because I already knew who this nigga was.
I was
You know what I'm
already
saying? Like,
I was already
yeah,
bought in because
yeah.
I fucked with you from them DVDs. So
and you still getting 500 fake comments. Like,
Yeah.
we'll get 30 comments and 15 of them will be this long.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's in depth. These niggas
Yes.
are invested. It's real intellectual questions.
yeah.
I feel like it really depends on the purpose. Because if he's buying this to like real advertisers in, you know what I mean? Like it's
This is a
at
game.
At least because it is.
It is a
'Cause It's a
game.
fucking scam.
And it's a goofy game. It's a sick game that you can play in podcasting of
entertainment.
numbers to corporations.
But you have to do it right, or you will
don't have
fall
to do
like
it.
Big Sloth.
You don't have to do it right. Big Sloth is on Black Effect. He did
Yeah,
he did
he
it correctly. Even if he didn't do it right, we're not gonna act like he didn't sign a deal.
But
He didn't get connected to a podcast network.
he got
that's
across the
directly-
finish line
And to the
limping though.
point, and to the point that we just made,
But he
even some
crossed.
of the big niggas can fall for that facade.
easily.
Yeah. Yeah.
Easily.
Because
Anybody can
Charlamagne
fall-
looked and thought the work was good, and even though some of the on-camera skills are there, but
Yes.
he probably looked at the engagement and the numbers
Right.
was like, oh, solid.
There's a lot of
Love it.
people. Yeah, there's a lot of people that if I only look at your podcast on paper, this looks like a great business to go into.
Yep.
Like,
Yep.
there's no way it's not.
Yep.
Look at him. He's averaging 110,000 plays or 70,000 plays.
He's getting other
500
celebrities.
Yeah, he's getting celebrities. He's
It's-
connected. Seems like people love him.
Yep.
This looks great on paper. Then I sign the deal. I either cut you an upfront check or we start feeding you money with the advertisers that we've already made deals with. And these QR these
Not getting nothing. No
these
return.
codes
Crazy.
ain't these codes ain't coming in, bro.
Ain't no ROI.
Yeah,
And it's crazy.
yeah.
'Cause, like you was complaining about how like people got the game fucked up like with this image, but like even the advertisers got the game fucked up with the image. Like they don't even know what to look for. Like nobody
sure.
really, everybody's eye is off.
It's a
But
because
everybody's
because it's a
fighting
kind
to be second.
and it's hard to track.
yes,
It's hard to track.
things are getting too smart right now.
It's
Yeah.
it's too niggas is too nimble.
And on top of that, it's just like it's a goofy game. We were joking during the pre-show where it's like, I'm a slimy salesman. I've been in sales for quite a while. Yeah, I am a slimy salesman. If I know I have to sell a package to somebody, I'm gonna add an extra little sauce to it.
Yeah.
When you're running a podcast business, you have to sell your business to advertisers,
And
if you're getting your money from advertisers.
Because for all Matt's like Spotify numbers could be solid.
They could be.
But the YouTube numbers, and that's probably what it was.
Yeah.
And that's what it is. A lot of times, that probably happened to us. Like, we've been told that, like, yo, y'all good, but y'all need a couple more thousand for y'all to really, you know what I mean?
Our YouTube numbers are solid because we never pay for a view.
Yeah.
The engagement in the community is obviously real,
And we got retention.
which is why one of the things that we tell you, like why we stress, make sure y'all run up that audio, even if you don't listen to the whole thing. Right now on paper, even if you're gonna watch it here, hit that audio for us because that's gonna help us. Because our audio does not equal what we have on YouTube. Period. It doesn't.
And even to what you said, like, if you pay $500 for 500,000 views on YouTube,
Right.
it equals to lower on Spotify. Like, you don't get back what you make for Spotify.
Spotify ain't cutting no
you
fucking checks like that.
Nah.
No.
You got to pay thousands of dollars for maybe a couple hundred.
Yeah, it's completely different. And even that $500 on YouTube might only bring you back $50-something.
Literally.
On YouTube.
Exactly.
You're honestly better off gambling. You know, Prize Picks is come to the
No,
Carolinas.
but they're doing it for the look in order to reel in and finesse up.
Because you have to, because you might have.
And that's the ultimate play. It's like, I need to make it look a certain way. We're all consumed with the facade. It's on all these social media platforms. You know what I'm saying? But on YouTube, it's like, with that, if I can get the eyes, I'll get the subscribers. Not the subscribers, but the
acclaim.
advertisers. The advertisers come.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Advertisers.
And that's where the bag is at.
It's all an eye test. A lot of these niggas, a lot of people don't know what they're doing in these positions.
And then sometimes it's not even an eye test. Sometimes the connections is going to get you in.
Exactly.
So let's say, who do we use? Joe Budden.
You're dead.
Somebody can just see the fact that we were on Joe Budden and give us more than we're actually valued for because, well, if Joe fucks with us, he did an episode with them.
Nigga.
They got to be worth something.
Right,
You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right, right.
Celebrity credit.
Yeah, the celebrity credit and the your networking credit.
Yeah.
You know? So
Because they're really trying to get to Joe Budden potentially.
possibly, but
It's just
but they know, but
the
they
idea.
might not be trying to get to him, but they know
Not
anything that
exactly,
comes off
but
of his
yeah,
tree
yeah.
seems to be profitable.
Exactly.
You know,
They're trying to get around that tree.
It's like
Yeah,
they
yeah,
they,
exactly.
see whatever fall off.
they got
Yeah.
the Joe Budden. I'm trying to get to them. It's like,
exactly. So
yeah.
yeah, I mean, we didn't even get back to. We kind of went off on a tangent with the whole math thing, but this nigga keeps losing shit, bro, and it's really irritating me, bro.
Sad to see.
Yeah, it's
We
just-
didn't even play him crying about
We
it.
didn't,
The
and it's-
video.
So he losing friendships.
let's
I can go
watch
back
this.
to it. I go back to it.
Because it really bothers me, bro, that because I like math so much, you know what I'm saying? That
I feel it's a couple different things with you.
Yeah.
But it's also like the business aspect.
yeah,
Like, it's the position that you've been granted, that you've been bestowed, really, because
Yeah.
a lot of it is luck.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? We didn't start this with the idea like, yo, we're gonna be the first niggas. A lot of times,
Right.
greatness
Nigga,
doesn't happen like that.
nothing-
Michael Jordan
Yeah.
didn't know he was gonna be 6'6".
Bruh,
Nigga just
exactly.
sprouted up.
Yeah.
So
Oh no, he
Us-
might have sacrificed to go for that.
us podcasting
Yeah.
about podcasting was a accident. If it wasn't for
Yeah.
No Jumper, it wouldn't have happened. If it
Yeah.
wasn't for T-Rail, AD, and Duno leaving No Jumper, this show would not exist.
Adam's
facts.
degeneracy started all of this.
That's it. And the only
Yeah.
reason is because I said, nigga, I've wasted 6 months of my life watching this goofy shit.
Yeah,
Let's talk about it.
Thank God Les does drugs.
Yeah,
And
like
it
that's
was
it.
literally luck. We was just in the studio like, shit,
And
where's
that's
Wax?
and that's how a lot of Where's
Yeah.
Wax still our biggest clip on the YouTube
Yeah,
channel.
that's a fact.
8-minute clip, 96,000 views.
Real views.
Real
Real
views.
views.
Nigga, that's a lot of muscle.
Real
Including
views.
Wax.
Yeah. Everybody
Probably.
has everybody
Yeah,
watched
they
that
watched
clip.
it.
Everybody.
Down to where everybody's watched that clip.
Yeah.
Still shit we can't say.
Wax watching that shit trying to find out where he is.
Yeah, so it's like
He trying to find out what he did to her.
yeah, and that's our biggest clip video, but nigga, I've had bigger issues with the videos that had 1,500 views.
Yeah,
nigga.
that's a fact.
What?
Yeah,
Like,
that's a fact.
Nigga, some of the conversations I've had are them videos got 800 views, nigga. 1,500, nigga. Me and these niggas are going
That's a
back and
fact.
forth crazy
Yeah.
compared to the ones that got 10,000 or 50,000 and shit. You know?
Numbers don't numbers and engagement sometimes they correlate. They go hand in hand.
Which is why YouTube is good it's a good metric, even though it's not the boast of, it's not everything.
But it's just, you can go off the eye. Like, fuck it, let me click and scroll.
But it's what you said earlier. It's the engagement. It's the engagement.
It can expose what you got going on.
Yeah, it can really expose.
It can expose or it can solidify what you have going on. Because I'm pretty sure Rory and Mal, I think they average about, their podcast has been growing because I've always watched them.
It's been growing.
It's been growing because they've really been going at it like with a different like energy, I feel like in the last last 90 days or whatever.
I think they're averaging like 60K or something like that.
Exactly. But I know they don't hit 100K, but that 60K real as fuck.
Solid. Bro. It's like 40 to 60K.
Consistent 60 real.
That 60 is real.
So that's a lot of power, bro.
That's why when Rory and Mal show up somewhere, nigga, the tickets are sold out.
Bro.
They don't take L's in person because they didn't pay for their views.
Because they're being authentic. They're doing real shit.
Yeah, and
there's real people there.
Something else that also needs to be mentioned is that, like, this is why Joe Budden is... I understand why niggas hate him, because nothing is Fugazi over there.
Yeah.
In terms of those numbers.
Right.
That shit's real as fuck.
Right.
2.8 averaging every episode, that's 2.8 niggas, period.
Yeah.
Period. Human beings with brains.
Guys.
Period. You know, men and women.
Yeah.
And nothing's fakes over there. Nothing is fake over there.
No mail-in ballots.
No mail-in ballots. No, these are breathing human beings, bro.
Yep.
All over 30.
Yeah, and which is why his, and on top of that,
35.
he's cultivated his fan base for 20 years.
That's a fact.
So anybody that comes under that tree, Rory and Mal could have taken what they got. Being able to come from a Joe Budden camp or having a look from Joe Budden like us is always going to be a blessing. Let's say after the Joe Budden episode dropped, I'll tell y'all, we probably gained, when the Patreon dropped, because the Patreon dropped first, and then within a week, I dropped it on YouTube. We, just from the Patreon alone, we probably got 1,000 subs, maybe 11. Yeah. I think it was like 11 or 1,200 subs.
It was about 1,200, yeah, 1100, 1,200.
The Joe Budden effect.
It wasn't Joe Budden episodes. I don't know how many people are on his Patreon. Nobody knows, but let's just say there's 150,000 people on there. We didn't get 10,000. You know, like there wasn't no crazy jump. But those 1,100, 1,200 people, those motherfuckers are here now.
They've remained.
They fuck with us because that's the fan base that he's cultivated. You know?
Yeah.
Reluctantly, some of them too.
Rory and Mal could have completely squandered that shit, and I think. In the interview, he was talking about how there was no plans for them to even do a show. So it's like they were scrambling to build this thing.
And you could tell.
Yeah. And so they had to scramble to build this thing because they could have just said, fuck the nigga and just never let it go. But they continued it. They kept that base that they got. And now they're growing 2 years later. And they're still doing great business.
Yeah. They should have been as shitty as Joe. They should have been like planning to leave. You know what I mean? I wonder why they didn't think that.
No, they weren't planning to leave.
But exactly.
They were planning forever.
But they had a feeling. Both of them they had that feeling in their gut. Where it was
I don't think, no, he didn't say that. He said everything that we saw was
real time.
Was a 24-hour thing.
Yeah, that's all real time.
He said it literally one day changed damn near everything.
Yeah, that's what he said in the interview. Everybody was on we're riding this till the wheels fall off. We're taking this till death do us part type of shit. Yeah. So. And that's the same thing he said that they're looking at it with the Rory and Mal thing. He was like...
The sickness and health.
Yeah, the Rory and Mal thing will end if somebody decides to live overseas now.
Literally.
Because your family is... You know, it's like... It's going to be a real life issue that separates that business.
Yeah.
Like so Sweden has to have a better public school education.
Than wherever they're at.
To split this up.
Literally.
Yeah. So yeah, let's watch this shit.
Yeah,
listen to this nigga.
I'll see you guys later, man.
So, but everybody else, that wasn't the relationship. Motherfuckers are trying to make it seem like that.
Can you go ahead and actually play what Chiggs was saying? Because Chiggs is going to give us the background with Champ.
From the beginning?
Yeah.
Shout out Chiggs Smooth. We ain't talking
matter of fact, show this because Chiggs got a new intro. So put this on the screen so that they can see.
I like his old one better. It just rang. Yeah. It just rang smoother. I'm not gonna lie.
I like the.
You don't like new, man.
I like the way. I like the sound bites in the beginning. I like it. I like it.
Let's see.
YouTube. Chicks.
Shit gets my attention.
Get ready. You know what to do, Chicks.
Salute to Chick Smooth. Hey, Chick Smooth. Appreciate all the coverage that you've been doing. I've been watching your shit for a while. I just subscribed to your shit too, bro.
Oh man, boy, is this
AD
podcasting thing getting trickier and trickier by the day. Who knew that the hardest part about doing a successful podcast is not about the content or the guests that you have? It's actually keeping everybody together on the same page. Looks like Math Hoffa has lost another co-host, Champ. Looks like he is no longer on the Math Hoffa MEO podcast. Fans started noticing about 3 weeks ago, yo, where's Champ? He hasn't been on any recent episodes lately. Not only that, but he's now putting up messages on Instagram claiming that Math Hoffa blocked him on Instagram. Math Hoffa hopped on Instagram today to similarly address the rumors about Champ leaving, and looks like Math is exhausted from all the bullshit that comes with doing a podcast. So much so that he actually considered just not doing the podcast anymore or letting Mecca take over the podcast. Managing different personalities on your podcast can be very, very challenging. You gotta make sure everybody's happy, everybody's getting paid. It's definitely tougher than it looks. For Math, I believe this is now the 4th or 5th co-host that's left the podcast since it started. It makes it very, very tough to be able to build chemistry with your co-host. Here's Math speaking on it. Tell me what you guys think about this, man. Push comments below. Subscribe to my channel, like this video. I'll see you guys later, man.
So, but everybody else, that wasn't the relationship. Motherfuckers are trying to make it seem like that and try to make it seem like it's bigger than, we did this, we was doing that, we doing it, but it wasn't that. It wasn't that. It wasn't nobody besides Misfit and maybe Knowledge and Gat. Nobody else in that shop. Heineken in a way, but not like no friendship shit. But like that I've known for like over a decade. You know what I'm saying? It's not that. So like you kind of meet people's representatives, and after a while the representative layer gets peeled back and you get to see who
he's learning human
when
nature.
He said that,
I know exactly.
You meet people's representatives, that shit, nigga, I was hot. Cause I'm like, that's the shit bitches say. Like, oh, I met his representative, then I really figure out who he was a year into dating the nigga. I'm like, what? Like,
what happened was
that representative talk? I couldn't believe he pulled that card out. That
it's a vaginal word.
It's a very,
but it's a real concept.
It's a real concept.
But niggas be fake.
When I heard that, I was like, man, it sounds like you undervalued him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the nigga was just around for years and you thought he was just going to be a side character you didn't even have to worry about. But he had higher hopes.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? He wanted to actually be paid. Didn't want to be on the side, on the steps. He wanted to actually be in the chair.
That's another thing. Nigga, we're like four niggas displaced from this podcast. What is happening? What's the conversation when you join My Expert Opinion?
Yo, B, what you doing?
Like, you know what I mean? Is it, do you just right? Do you just keep showing up every week and never have the conversation? That's almost how it feels.
No paperwork.
No paperwork.
It's just yo B.
Maybe I don't
What's
know.
the Addy?
Shit, maybe these niggas, like you said, maybe they just like didn't find room for growth type shit.
Bro, what? Mav.
He didn't let niggas blossom?
That's
what it sounds like you saying.
It's two different plans. You get what I mean? Like, what's the dude's name? What's
Champ.
The one the most recent one is Champ.
He probably got there first time because he was there for a couple of years.
Mm-hmm.
He was there the longest. Like him, he's been there the whole time.
He's the most tenured.
And the dude with the dreads has been there the whole time.
So
too,
let's
right?
just say this:
like those are the top
more than
two.
5 years, and at the 5th year, you're just starting to question you're just starting to question the idea of getting paid, and Math is getting
crazy.
mad. You get what I mean?
Well,
yeah, that's crazy.
also, like the falling out of the other co-hosts too, like hearing how those things go and what they are saying to the people who are still on there now. Like
it's about money, but it's also about a little bit of respect, but kind of just about
definitely there.
But kind of just about money too.
Well, the lack of respect is definitely there, apparent.
And the lack of respect is definitely there. And you think that goes for how he feels about his own camera performance? Because when you undeniable to a show, it's kind of hard to deny your value. Like if he was really the next best guy on that podcast, it's kind of hard to justify not paying a nigga's career.
Well, this is the thing. It's how many people were there? Like,
bro, I was about to say this. It's hard, bro.
That's a lot
when it's 15 niggas, bro,
that's a lot.
It's hard to pay niggas. And
That was
eventually,
his first mistake.
but eventually you have so many niggas that nobody can be paid. But the cameraman or like people with exclusive jobs, because it's like It's literally, it's almost like he set that up. It's like, bro, if I pay you, I'm gonna have to pay 15 other niggas. What I'm gonna do? Like,
so
we
that sounds like some shit I would say to a nigga. That sounds like a shit you would say to a nigga. Yeah.
Is he a Harlem nigga?
That sounds like
Where's he
Math
from?
Hoffa.
Brooklyn. Brooklyn. Crown Heights.
Anybody from New York, please let us know about the myths of like Brooklyn and Brooklyn niggas.
When I watch
typically
when I watch Star, anytime Brooklyn comes up, he said
niggas.
conniving cutthroat niggas over there. Every time. Like consistently so.
But you could tell.
But he always says Math is a good dude. He does say that all the time too.
But it's one of those things, and you would think a nigga like this would know you gotta feed the wolves. You know what I mean? You can't let them,
if you stop feeding the wolves might look at your plate.
nigga. And he got in the fucking bag.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm gonna eat this wolf.
So I don't know. It's so many things that could be going on. If money is the issue, it shouldn't be the issue based on the views that I see. But then if those views aren't 100% the best, I don't know what the quality of the vote. I don't know what the quality of those views are.
And it's a risky game because once you play that game and the curtains start to get pulled,
You have to
now
keep
you
it up.
risk losing advertisers, potential advertisers. You risk losing a lot of things when the game starts to show itself.
Potential
cards-
advertisers, nigga. That's a scary losing.
Nigga.
The idea of losing what you might not even get.
Potential gross income.
Shit,
Yeah.
you might
Yeah.
lose your passion for what you're doing because we haven't gotten to that point yet. But
He
it
said
kind of
this, yeah.
seemed like he was like, "Man, I'm ready to call it quits with this
He
shit."
was
That's
for
another
real.
thing.
It feel like this is more stress than it's worth.
And all I'm saying is 2 weeks in a row, that podcast that might fail in 2024 video is hitting different right now.
That's a fact.
It will be linked in the comments.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's
with a crystal ball.
because it's hitting 2 weeks in a row. It's hitting on something different right now.
Like, nigga, you want me to pay you? I'm paying for views. Like, that's
Yeah.
what Math thinking. What are you talking about, nigga?
Right, yeah, dog.
What money?
Exactly,
I'm
bro.
paying for us to be seen. And
Yes.
which is another thing, they're probably looking at the views like, yo, like I'm giving you all this exposure, all these moments. You know how New
Don't
York
fuck around and
I
have
can
a-
act like a New York nigga, probably.
Oh yeah, and don't fuck around and don't fuck around and have another content creator friend, and I show you mine, and then it's real.
Yeah.
Way less views, but then you look at that, you're like, what the fuck? Hold up.
Yeah. Facts. Facts.
Hold up. He should
Yeah,
have
man.
way more money
Based on what our numbers are doing, we
Yeah,
should be.
bro.
Yeah.
off
then-
the realness of it.
Yeah. That's deep.
You know, so
Authenticity. But it's not a lot of it.
That's when you got to look back at the title of the podcast and realize this is his expert opinion and mine is kind of just like dead.
but overall, on camera performance, man, it's damn near impossible to cultivate something with 15 nigga. I don't even know what type of you're definitely gonna need to like have the same crew
Nigga,
there for a while, and it's still gonna be
Right.
a while before y'all
Yeah.
really can, because there's no real way to mesh.
Nah.
Adding one nigga, thank God 𝐿𝐾 a cool ass nigga. He's just a friendly addition to the team. But if he wasn't, it'd just be like we in here. It's like we all just kind of thinking like, okay, 𝐿𝐾's here. I'm trying to make these jokes, but it's like, I don't really like the nigga like that. Like I don't know how to feel about him, but he's cool though.
At least he fits perfectly.
But that's
in.
one
Yeah.
nigga.
Exactly. He
it's a-
he didn't come with 3 more
No.
niggas.
But he
it's
also
also-
came off of a good
he also
referral.
came
But
with
it's because the nigga knows that as well. It's like
Yeah,
there's a million
it's also-
niggas we all have who would love to be a part of what we have going on.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's
but there's
true.
like
yeah.
there's only a few niggas you would ever invite.
That's also why I questioned him at first because he was never introduced. It was just a new guy here, and I was like you a fucking Russian operative nigga. Like what is
I will never
happening?
forget the first day, bro. Like 𝐿𝐾 is here. Tone and Jay Knows are over there sitting waiting for their show to start. And Tone is just looking this nigga up and down. He said, "Yeah, so who are you? Who the fuck is this nigga?
Nigga,
Ain't
you're
nobody
touching
gonna-
all Lauren's buttons.
He clearly got free reign in here, and I don't know this nigga's first
And then,
name.
and then Tone was shaking him down with the questions, and then Noblez heard him. Noblez heard him in the background and was like, "Damn, nigga, you want to buy him a drink first?"
Because it was the most like crazy questions. Like, nigga, why are you asking this?
It wasn't that crazy. It wasn't that crazy. Yeah,
Don't even know his favorite. He don't even know his
I
favorite
was just
color
trying to
first.
understand what was happening.
Nigga said, "Who are you? Who's your mother's father?" Like, god damn.
Oh
Nigga.
my god!
He said, what is your goal in this podcast?
What's your goal with life? Like,
Nigga
the fuck
asked you, "What's your goal with us?" Like, what type of interview ass shit is?
God,
Like,
you
that
plan on
shit
getting
was-
paid? Good.
That shit was amazing.
And ask all the
man.
hard hitting questions.
Right. Oh my god. Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, Math, get it the fuck together. I don't know what's going on over there, but get it together, bruh. And I mean, maybe you don't need to manage the podcast. You could continue to be the 𝐵𝐾, and maybe you just need somebody to manage the actual show. in terms of the personalities, the contracts, the scheduling. It sounds like you're doing all of it, and it's too much for you.
But he wants to keep the money, and he got rid of 5 good people that could have done that job.
So I think the biggest thing is you need to find somebody who's interested in managing and organizing it for you. You know, you need the hand of the king.
And if you're watching,
you need your right hand man in this business.
If you're watching this, like to be a good leader, you got to know how to delegate problems.
That's a fact.
Because no one man can fix all problems.
A lot of leadership is about delegating.
Nigga,
it's about knowing your weaknesses.
It's about delegating the right people.
The right people, yeah. But you have to know enough of each of what's going to happen to know who the right people.
You have to know what you don't know and find a person to fill that role.
Yeah.
I hate you. Exactly.
So I hope you figure it out. I hope you figure it out in 2024. But honestly, if y'all stop doing it in 2024, it won't surprise me at all. And I don't think I'd give a fuck. I don't think I'd care either, just because I'm so frustrated a little bit. You know what I'm saying? With everything that's going on, I don't care. But
he's through with this.
I want it to work for you because battle rap niggas don't have plan Bs like that.
Yeah.
Nick Cannon gave battle rap niggas the best plan Bs that we've seen in the last 15, 20 years with Wildin' Out, bruh.
It's not that easy.
It's not that easy,
Did you just tell a nigga to go make a hit show?
No, I'm saying the
with
fact.
Conceited.
I'm saying the fact that he
saying.
was able to transition out of battle rap into something successful. We don't have time to waste because Nick Cannon is the only one that's been consistently helping these niggas go from there to there, and they all can't even. They're not even commercial low.
No.
Like all of them won't even survive on Wildin' Out because they're not sellable, you know?
Yeah, but he'll at least give them a great t-shirt.
But at least Nick Cannon is given the most opportunities post battle rap for some of these dudes.
And it's almost like if you're not taking this serious, nigga, I pray you not pimping or selling drugs. Because you know what I mean? Like, what are you really doing to get your main income, nigga?
That might be the problem. They might be taking that shit too serious. Literally. He's not focus over it.
He's force feeding us these fucking records at the beginning of every goddamn clip, and I hate them, bro. I hate them.
Yeah.
You hate the records or you hate how he's trying to force feed?
You don't like how he does it.
I hate both.
That's the problem.
Yeah,
if I liked one of them, and that only one I would like would be the record. If it happened to be a good record, then maybe I wouldn't care as much.
They don't even be following marketing rules, bro.
Like
these
snippets.
These shits don't be 15 seconds, 30 seconds. The nigga give us a minute and a half. I'm like, when is the fucking interview gonna start?
Almost.
Bro?
And then he
Full
cuts off in the verse that you actually start listening to.
Yeah, it's just like, nigga.
It's also like you could have gave me those fucking 8 bars, nigga, and I'd
Start
been
with
fine.
that. Yeah.
I was about to say, Math, please call Lauren for a hook. We recently found out this nigga's the hook king.
This shit is Would you like to
you wasn't even here, bro. We're going to tell you later.
I already know, though.
Oh, he told you?
Nigga,
No, he already knows he's the hook
I know.
king.
But
I know.
Nigga,
we was in here.
Nigga, I was in the field with him.
Real quick. This is going to add to the lore. Nigga, after we finished recording yesterday, we're in the stew. Nigga Tony is egging Lauren on like, yo, I bet you can't do a hook right now. Nigga Lauren like, man, make a beat right now. This
And
nigga
we gave him the worst beat. Like, it was trash.
I'm like,
and I'm over here like, I'm doing some stupid shit. I'm like, let's set him up for failure.
this nigga Lauren spits the best hook
Shit.
Off the top.
Oh, and we told him to make it about the school speed limit sign. He was like,
Easy.
that's your thing. He was
Easy.
like, they're 35 going too slow. This little music machine.
I was like, nigga.
Yo, it's so, I wish I saw that because that
Bro.
sounds so crazy that you were like, I bet you can't write a hook.
Yeah.
My nigga.
Bro,
It's like some movie shit, right?
Yeah, that's some movie
Like,
shit.
damn,
Like,
man, nigga.
And at first they was just doing, I'm like, what the fuck are they doing? Because at first he was trying to do the beat. And I was
Yeah.
like, God damn, he needs some help. God,
No, that's not what happened. He saw us having fun and he wanted to join in.
nah, because I was honestly curious. I was like, ain't no way he's about to do this.
Yeah.
Nigga Lauren is
Lauren
talented.
fucked that shit up. I can't even hold him. He went
Yeah.
crazy.
I told him niggas like, don't play with me. I could do this.
Nah, Lauren,
Yeah.
I didn't believe in you.
That's you literally said he couldn't do one of his secret weapons.
Yeah, that's
I
like,
literally
that's like,
did.
my,
one of his strengths.
that's like my thing.
Because we gave him shit.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
gave him
He
a
turned
worse,
it to
a
gold.
terrible beat.
Yeah.
Nah, man. Shout out to the white man.
Yeah, nah. White man got rhythm,
Goodness gracious, but nah.
cadence, melody, harmony.
But nah, speaking back on Math, man, please do better, nigga. And you know,
Yeah.
the rest of these fraudulent individuals, we gonna find you and we gonna expose you.
Yeah, I have no problem. I have no problem doing that. But
That might have to be our mission.
Yeah.
What's your social blade, nigga?
Yeah. Social blade got too many gaps and too many negatives.
Yo,
nigga.
the social blade is a diamond tester. Like we're really checking, like nigga, if your
There's some other tools that is real diamond testing.
Yeah, because I didn't really go in. I did. What I saw on the social blade,
it's the base level
it had me so discouraged to keep looking for more.
from other.
Because I like math. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I'm like, I know there's a free trial I can sign up for, and I could really get in this nigga's shit.
But you can't handle the truth.
I couldn't. I genuinely couldn't
not
handle
for
the
you.
truth. I saw enough to make me loot to really get to me.
Almost
you know?
give up.
Shatter your psyche.
I'm just like, what the fuck?
Meanwhile, I was on the other side, like, man, I might pay for the subscription again just so I could spy on these niggas.
Yeah, man, that's hard.
Just to keep tabs. You got to keep tabs.
It's like a little peeping Tom.
Yeah, it's
But nah,
hard,
that's
man.
exactly how I felt with the whole Will and Jada shit. I was like, I'm losing hope. You know what I mean? You see something that just
we thought this was perfect. This all the
we
time.
thought this was wonderful.
Yeah.
Butterflies and dandelions.